clears medical devices, and the manufacturers will try to tell you that theirs is more cleared than the other. Like, we use this special kind of fabric fasteners or stitching or whatever. Okay, it's either cleared or not. It's a binary thing, yes or no. And when people tell me stories about, like, they didn't get their chamber and the manufacturer swears that they sent it, usually they're not actually getting ripped off. Usually what's happening is it's getting confiscated at the border because they ordered from a company that happens to be in China or Korea, and at the border the inspectors say, oh, this is a medical device. Oh, it's not FDA cleared. Oh, we'll just confiscate that. So, you know, it might make it through, and that is one way to get a machine, but it's about 40% chance that it won't get through, or maybe even more. So take that risk if you want, but know that the FDA hasn't taken a look at all those components to make sure that it's safe. So obviously everything that we're dealing with here is FDA cleared. And that's what is being paid for, is for the FDA to do all these little tests, you know, the bubble test, you know, seeing if it's actually airtight, and everything that they've come up with to analyze these and make sure that they're actually medical grade and that they're FDA cleared. And so it's a lot cheaper to just skip that process, obviously, but then you don't benefit from that process. So I only ever review or recommend machines that are FDA cleared. Another contributing factor to the cost is that the manufacturers have to keep fixing up what their design is so that it goes through and gets cleared by the FDA. So if their window wasn't quite right, you know, or it didn't handle quite all the pressure that they thought that it would, then they go back and they just refine and they refine and they refine. So what's being paid for is not the material costs. What's being paid for is this process of not just designing and implementing these chambers, but also going through the tests over and over again until finally getting cleared so that it can be sold in this country.